So returning to Hearts Wide Open, where we tune in, listen to Spirit, keep our hearts wide open. So I don't know if you're following my travels or my journey at all, but I am still with my host here on the Pacific Coast, trying to get comfy in this guest room and kind of all ready for bed actually. But I really miss doing the paint scrying. And I did do some painting today for him to kind of, earn my stay. And it was really fun. So I just have lined paper and I have my pen in my hand. Sparty's over there chewing his bone. And I'm just going to tune in. I have not pre-thought out anything other than I've got all my cards laid out. And I just haven't been doing as many readings as I have enjoyed doing. But I really want to just draw for a second and see what comes through. Okay, so Spirit, please allow me to be an open channel as I step aside. Guide me to draw what you would like us to receive as a collective. Okay, so I've got, I don't have this on film, but I'll show you in a second. I've got either a path or, okay, they're telling me now it's a river. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing this. This is weird. This is an arc. So far I just kind of drew, it was a path, or it's water and a tree. And then they guided me, Spirit guided me to do this arc. It's very interesting. It's turning into a palm tree. Okay. I'm just kind of scribbling. Let's do a couple coconuts. Okay. So we've gone from the mountains with a stream to a palm tree. Okay, so this is cool. This is definitely just different climates. I've got a sun, and then I've got rain or snow. Okay, this is totally different than anything I've done before. Okay, so wherever you are, be blessed. See it for what it is. Change. So this is about seasons and the change and geographic locations and how we're all connected. I'm feeling we're all blessed and we're meant to be where we're meant to be. I've been traveling and this is not what I anticipated at all. This is just quick scribbles. Is there anything else? Okay, I'm seeing, yeah. North, south, east, and west. And my pen was not working. Yeah, so there we go. There's the star with all the 4 directions. Okay. Well, let's see what this is about. Let's go with the emotional deck. This is completely different than what I've done before. Hi, Sparty. You want to get up here for a sec? Want to say hi? You want to pick a card? Oh, yeah, let me say hi. We were at the dog park earlier, and he just is doing so good. He's so social and playful and respectful. And yes, you have so much fun, huh? I know, I love you. You want to pick a card, baby? Yeah, pick a card. Pick a card. Which one? Kisses. Pick a card. Right here. Okay, there we go. Hold on, let me grab it. Oh, it's like, where's my treat? Oh, where's your treat? Reflection. Okay, they're telling me it was the card above that too. Wisdom. Okay. Wisdom and reflection. Reflection is the process of reviewing and summarizing, allowing you to draw wisdom from past experiences. When reflection arises, it reminds you to assess your growth and changes and gain insight. I can't read it. From past lessons. Okay, so interesting. See it for what it is. Change. Okay, you gotta get down. Hey, good boy. Good boy. Go get your bum. Go get your bum. Okay, and wisdom. So we've got wisdom in the meaning there, and changes. So assess your growth and changes. Just like the seasons, they're for us. You know, winter right now, we've kind of hunkered down. Transformation, and spring is new growth. Wisdom is profound understanding and insight, allowing you to see the essence of things when wisdom enters your life. It reminds you to listen to your inner voice and find your own truth. Okay. Well, what is your inner truth? What do we need to know? What's hidden for the collective? I feel like this is a very strong message for myself, and maybe that is, it's okay, because I'm just sharing what is called to me, and we're all on similar paths. Maybe some of this resonates. Okay, what do we need to know more around this reflection we're doing and wisdom? And when I first decided, let me grab the camera, the phone, and my paper, because I was feeling about, I had saw something on the CMEs, the solar flares, and there's a lot of talk of pole shifts and, okay, this is making sense, and geographical events, solar events. I've got the sun up there. I got the palm tree, which is where I'm at. I've got the mountains where I've lived before, where my family is. Wherever you are, be blessed. And I capitalize B, the emphasis on be. Not necessarily doing. Of course, we're doing things, but just being who we are, present. See it for what it is. Change. So that's very interesting. And I also drew like the compass. And I just mentioned pole shift. Okay. Okay. This isn't about fear. Just take what resonates. Okay, so is there anything collective needs to know around the environmental changes and the climate? Not only the climate on our planet, but the climate of, how do you say that? Our climate of different people. The temperament of what's going on. There's a lot of division. There's a lot of awakening to a lot of things. It's a very volatile climate. I could say that. Gift yourself. Be. Wherever you are, be present. You are your gift to yourself. Do what you enjoy. There's crystals there, right? Inside our earth, there's all these crystals. This is a strong nature. I'm feeling a lot of nature with this card. Like the environment, you know, look at the gift that we have, the beauty of earth. Okay, so is there anything else? Be present, gift yourself. I just heard stand tall. I don't know. When you stand tall, you're proud, you know, proud of what you achieve. Okay. I've heard this before, stand tall and carry a big stick, but that's not the expression. That is like, I don't know who said that. It's like a famous thing. But I was seeing the trees and creating walking sticks, staffs, and sticks from the branches. So it's almost like they were breaking. I like to tap. Gratitude for the past. There's a labyrinth. I've walked a labyrinth, which looked, I forget what they call this one. It was trippy, man. I like went into another dimension. I walked to the center, left something of nature, like a rock. It wasn't any generous gift. And I came out and I was staying somewhere at like this little cabin place and in the woods, in the forest, and everything came alive. It was like I went through a portal. Gratitude for the past. And see the wise owl? So this is getting interesting. I just got a chill up my shoulder almost. Okay, like I'm feeling the wing, like a wing of the owl. The ocean's there. This is where I was on the coast. And it's almost like he's coming through a portal. I think we're in for some big shifts. Not to scare you. Like I already said that. You are brilliant. Okay. The peacock, I believe, represents intuition. Look at those beautiful feathers, and they're so colorful. You are brilliant. You know what I find really interesting? The first card was a 28. I didn't say it, but that's a 1. It's a 10, you know, it's a 1. Second card was a 2, and this card is a 3. This is a count up. So we're counting up. Okay, what does the count mean? Is this relevant? You're brilliant. This is about self-appreciation, knowing thyself. You know, be blessed. Doesn't matter where you're at. Your home is where your heart is, right? Where you're joyful, where you can be present and give the most to, are these upside down? Yeah, they're upside down. Give the most in service and feel reward for that, and also as a gift for humanity. Okay, crown activation. That's an 11. It's an angelic number for me. And these are the flowers, the opening, the crown activation, connecting with source. This looks like wings as well, and I felt those wings, and it's an angelic number. All these cards are like portals, right? There's like a multi-dimensional vibe to them. So it's very balanced. It kind of takes you in, right? Very stable with those 4 points. Okay, they're saying done with those. All right. I'm gonna pull. I have a new deck. This was a gift for me. I haven't used it yet. It's a beautiful deck. John Mosley is the artist, and he's a shaman. Spirit cards. So this will be the first time to use these. Look at this. They come with this beautiful pouch. Purple, my favorite. All right. I haven't even shuffled them. Oh, they're in plastic. Wow. All right. So this is the moment. I have not even looked at these. I saw them at the store, and the store had some beautiful canvas artwork of the same artist. Again, John Mosley. So this is a beautiful deck, absolutely beautiful. And it's got the gold on the side. I don't even want to shuffle them. Okay, let's just see what Spirit wants me to pick from this. And I could shuffle them. Medicine Woman. Medicine Woman. Nurturing, healing, restoration. Oh, see, very good. Yeah, this is what this is all about. Being in nature, being present, no matter where you're located, geographically, no matter what the climate, what the environment, embrace it, embrace the change, take the medicine, right? The medicine of what the seasons represent, you know, the growth, the renewal, the letting go, and the warmth of staying, you know, in winter and hunkering down and being present with yourself. Enjoy that medicine. All right, let's do another one. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. Here we go. All right, so with these beautiful oracle cards, Spirit, please guide me to choose intuitively whatever we need to know during this reading. This is getting kind of long, maybe. Let's see. Do 3 shuffles. I just saw a polar bear in my third eye. Polar bear. And he's actually sliding on the ice, like playing. So somebody's in the snow. There's a lot of ice and snow in North Carolina and everywhere right now, I know. Okay. I need to know. These are big. They're different. There you go. I'm just narrowing down, doing what I'm guided to do. Pick this one. Deer spirit. Awareness, sensitivity, gentleness. Isn't that beautiful? And look at that crown chakra. His crown chakra is open. Totally in tune to nature. Yeah, that's beautiful. And that's a 21. Fire spirit. This is pretty. Fire spirit. I can hardly see it. Passion, purification, and energy. You know, on the 17th, I believe it is when the fire horse actually starts, the year of the fire horse in Chinese astrology, I guess it is. Yeah, this is really cool. Passion. All right, let's pick the last one. The spirit said pick these 3 in the middle. Tiger spirit, willpower, instinct, and sensuality. This is beautiful. All right, we got the deer, fire, tiger spirit. Okay, well, with the deer with the fire, it makes me think of the movie Bambi. When the forest is on fire and, you know, that whole, is that right? I think that is right. And, you know, even with fires, it's a renewal. It's like a rejuvenation. And look at how this is a reflection. Yeah, see the card we started with was reflection. Tiger spirit, instinct, sensuality, willpower. And you see the reflection down here. And again, the crown chakras wide open and tuned with mother. Yeah, that's beautiful. So look at the wisdom too and the courage with the tiger. So that's what we started with, that wisdom. Both these animals. All right, so I'm hearing get one more card. Here we go. Goddess rising. Wow, I got 2. There was 2 together, so check it out. Goddess rising and spirit warrior. Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking with the warrior vibe with this tiger. Spirit warrior's courage, commitment, and wisdom. And the goddess rising, embodiment, empowerment, awakening, just like mother. You know, say the goddess, you know, God Sophia, Gaia, Earth, and look at her rising. Yeah, there's a lot in these images. I'm just going to hold that up so you can see. Try better lighting. Yeah, these are really cool. So I think the overall message is, like I said, wherever you are, be blessed. There's a renewal, there's an awakening, you have the courage, the spirit to be that change, to, yeah, gift yourself with gratitude for all that you're enduring and becoming. Okay. I feel like there's going to be there's one more card here. Pick from the tarot. Fire spirit. Again, I was saying all you're becoming, you know, with the fire spirit, there's that phoenix energy as well. And they're guiding me to look at the owl again. Gratitude for the past. Yeah, the past, because the past was the snake. You're the snake. We shed our skin. We're still at the very final days of that. And gratitude for all the lessons. There's so many people I've spoken with that are going through so many trials and challenges. And it's everything that's just coming off of us so that we can carry and hold this wisdom. That's okay. They're telling me just leave it right there. I'm going to leave it right there. And I hope this helped. I hope this was valuable to you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here.